The world of cryptocurrency is a pretty fertile breeding ground for conspiracy theories. The people who traditionally were interested in investing in virtual currency are normally free-thinking. They also felt the need to stay away from traditional banks and the normal monetary roots of traditional society. Added to that is the fact that we still don't really know who invented Bitcoin, which has added to the speculation around crypto. Now, we aren't endorsing any of the theories that we are going to explore today, but they are interesting to look at. So, let's see some of the biggest cryptocurrencies you need to know about. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to hit that like button and then subscribe to our channel and turn on the notifications. That way you will never miss a thing. Everyone is spying on you. Now, we do know that in some ways that this conspiracy has been proven in recent years. There are in fact ways that Big Brother could be watching. So that was why many people felt the need to hide some of their income from the government in ways that they couldn't have control over it. It took encryption technology to an entire new level. So when you say that Bitcoin actually came from paranoia, it is actually true. It kind of makes sense that the world that was built on paranoia is full of different conspiracies and theories that are less than mainstream. The people who trust in unconventional monetary paths more than they do in traditional banks might be more open-minded with theories that arise. But mindset and beliefs could also open the door to some very weird and sometimes super racist theories too. Now, obviously, since different types of cryptocurrency have started to prove themselves in the last number of years, crypto has become more mainstream. It has had more proven results. This meant that cautious people have started to dabble in the crypto recently. The identity of Satoshi Nakamoto. No one really knows who created Bitcoin. The only name that we do have is Satoshi Nakamoto, but this hasn't led to any real information. It seems to be a pseudonym for the person or people who helped to create the digital currency and who really started an entirely new monetary system. Through the years, many have claimed to be the mysterious developer, but most of those were proved wrong very quickly. The fact that we don't know who created it is a massive mystery in itself, but this has also led to a lot of different and sometimes pretty wild theories. It was created by the government. The theory that the US government was actually the creators of Bitcoin has had a lot of support through the years. On the reasons why the government would even want to create a system that could rival the dollar, there are some that might make some sense. It is said that it was more specifically the US intelligence services that created the platform to support their spy endeavors all over the world. If they had an encrypted service with loads of other users, then it would be easy to hide any money that they need to send to top-secret international missions without leaving any traces about their activities. Even the brother of drug kingpin Pablo Escobar has also shared his own views on the subject. In his own book, he shares the theory that the US created Bitcoin and that the CIA has so much currency that eventually when they are ready, they will just dump it all and in the process destroy the entire platform. Or was it the Chinese government? Other conspiracies believe that Bitcoin was created by the Chinese government or by Chinese engineers inside the Communist Party. The reason why that they chose a Japanese name for the creator of Bitcoin was really just to throw us all off and send us on the wrong path. This one is a bit difficult to prove or even disprove entirely. There are facts that support them having the means to have created the crypto. They have loads of financial resources and enough political power to have been able to pull it off. They also have some really rapid growth and experience in the technological department, so it is very possible that someone in China would be able to create it, and it also would have helped to reduce China's dependence on the US dollar. On the other hand, China wanted to ban mining of cryptocurrency, and they're also testing their own digital currency that would compete with Bitcoin. It is an interesting theory, but what is even more interesting or scary, depending on how you look at it, is the information that analysts have given. They say that China has enough power and means to be able to completely destroy Bitcoin. A scary thought if you have a lot invested in it. Or could it be the baby of an AI? This is one of the stranger theories that is floating around among cryptocurrency fans, that rogue artificial intelligence actually created Bitcoin. This is actually a pretty popular conspiracy. They believe that this AI system is using the cryptocurrency network to slowly take over the world. The power money is enticing people to use Bitcoin and to help it expand, and in that way, its power keeps growing, and with it, its processing power. In the same sphere of thought, some also believe that it was aliens that developed and uploaded the crypto, and that it has helped their program spread all over the world. Now they can watch all of us and our entire network system, controlling us through our tech. Another one is that Bitcoin actually came from the devil. Another one on the strange scale is that Bitcoin was developed by the Antichrist. There are a lot of different parts to this theory. It was created as the mark of the beast that is described in the Bible book of Revelations. I guess I could see why some would believe it, at least sort of. In some ways, people do wear Bitcoin as an actual mark. Some use implantable chips to install Bitcoin wallets right under their skin, but there are a lot of other pieces of digital tech that could also fit in some of these criteria. Others say that the devil created Bitcoin in order to get more money and to share the wealth, since money is called the root of all evil. So they say it would make sense that by creating a currency where people could make a lot of money, it would be part of his evil plan. Using a pseudonym was the devil's way of ensuring that people actually used the platform, because if they did know, they would never go for it. Some of the theories about 5G came from crypto groups. Most of the wild theories about 5G and the global health situation came from different crypto supporters and groups. Some say that the global health situation was really just a massive cover-up to hide the fact that 5G was starting to impact our health, and the entire situation was actually planned to fool us all. The only problem with that is how hurtful theories like these can be to people who lost family. Other theories also say that it was one giant conspiracy to help Bill Gates or the government microchip everyone through the vaccine. But that is pretty strange to me, since so many people are using chips as Bitcoin wallets under their skin. Couldn't the offending parties just use these to follow you around? It is estimated that 1 in 8 people actually believe these theories at the moment. But then again, if you do believe in conspiracies, then it is very unlikely that you would believe these numbers anyway. Inflation is a plan from the government. Some people who prefer to rely on digital currencies do this with the belief that the government can change around inflation on their every whim. Like if they print more pieces of paper money than they have before, that they can create inflation and make sure that the dollar becomes less valuable than before. In short, because of inflation, you can't buy the same amount of products with the same amount of money as you did in the past. And while experts say that in some ways that this is true, in the biggest ways, it doesn't entirely work the way the conspiracy theorists are implying. Yes, printing money is one way that inflation could happen, but it isn't the only factor, and there are reportedly a lot of rules and regulations around the amounts of money that can be printed at one time. Now again, people who believe these theories might not believe that these rules would actually be implemented, so there is no way to be completely sure. But on the other hand, these same experts say that believing crypto is completely free from the effects of inflation might be a bit naive too. With many cryptocurrencies being worth more now than they have been in the past, it takes more money to be able to get into crypto, and especially into Bitcoin. And it has been said that Bitcoin has inflated hundreds of percentage points during the same amount of time, that the dollar stayed at a pretty stable level. But many cryptocurrency fans believe that it is still a far safer way to keep your money than the traditional banking system. People are pulling strings behind the scenes. These are some of the theories that might actually hold some water, at least to a certain degree. Some believe that there are people behind the scenes who can manipulate everything, and this could be true. There could be some of the incredibly rich called whales out there that have enough money and power to manipulate the markets. Others believe that it is the CIA that has come in and bought up enough coins to cripple cryptocurrency if they ever felt the need to, or that the NSA has created a backdoor into the cryptocurrencies to be able to watch what you are doing anyway, and even if that was the entire point of cryptocurrency, to avoid it. There are many conspiracy theories out there, and many times the problem lies in the fact that there could be some little sliver of truth behind it. Some facts are thrown in there that make it more difficult to detect what is fact and what is fiction, so we need to check things out properly to see what the truth is. Thanks for watching!